Hello everyone, Div the Sunny Panda here and welcome back to my playthrough of This is the Police. Hope you all are doing great, because I am not doing great as a chief of police. Certainly you would have seen my last video and we are having a disastrous run and this bad luck isn't ending anytime soon. But let's see how far we can make it. The Golden Bird reports a drunken firefighter soaks pedestrians with hose. Fine. Freeburg Tribune says school bus crashes into candy store. Okay. The fact says Christopher G. Sands Ice Arena hosts book fair. We're doing wonderful with the mafia, but the city hall and the police station hates us. Birds of a feather flock together. Let's go to work. I don't know what else can go wrong. Everything that's going wrong is going wrong. Trey Mine didn't come into work today. Okay. I'm too tired. I can hardly walk straight. Can I go home? No. I drank too much. I think I can't. I don't think I can hold it together. Can I go home? No. We have just 3 officers. Oh my god. This is a disastrous shift before it even starts. Oh, I don't know how I'm going to make it through. Please be advised that we are unhappy with the efficiency of Freeburg PD. We are cutting the department's budget. Yeah, you lose 1 job slot. I already have so many job slots unoccupied that the labor union, please be informed that the employee complaint against you has been passed along to the prosecutor. Tomorrow is the deadline to change up these. Well, we already fired almost everyone and got new people. Like, none of the old ones are there except Cano. Maybe. Can we fire him? Fire illegally? No. Fine. Where do we need? We need officers on shift A and B, don't we? 9 out of 14. Fine. Shift A. Kathy and Robert, shift B, Kitaru, Hidaka, shift B, Naruto, and we have 1 more. So we took 2 for here, 2 for here. We need more on A, so let's get Andrea for A. 7 out of 10 detectives. Where do we need more detectives? We need more detectives in A and B, so let's have, just in case for shift A, fine. Mark Moody for shift B, and Johnny Arn for shift A. Fine, that's fine. Let's get, at least we're staffing ourselves back to whatever the budget cut allows us to. I just hope. Today's day is going to be a disaster, I know it already. I can't sense Sugira anywhere because she is drunk. Homicide. Minty Reyes was returning from work after midnight and came upon a male corpse lying in an alley near her home. Fine, Sharo along with Debrin, let's start investigating. We'll get more detectives in next shift, so I'm not worried. And I don't think the dentist thing is going to pop up today. It'll pop up tomorrow, if anything. So we can let our detectives go out here. Theft at the Everyday Mall. The well-known what? Theft at the Everyday Mall. The well-known porn actress Betty Belly was caught shoplifting underwear. What has the world come to? She's wearing the stolen items and refuses to remove them or pay fine. Powers and Sugiura. I'm sure she's going to die in a drunk driving case. But I have no other option. We have just... Yeah, I expected that. Fine. Let's get rid of all the bad officers. Why not? Homicide investigation has started. Crops. His right hand has been severed and there's bruises behind the knees. There's 3 bullet holes in the chest and a lot of blood around the body. The waitress says, I didn't recognize him at first, but it's my neighbor, Edgar Sanchez. I often met him with a tough, dangerous looking woman. They're always fighting loudly. I remember she was ugly with the tattoo of an AK-47 on her back. Prince Jones homeless says, I woke up to heart-rending screams. But when I got out of my box, everything was quiet. I only saw a man from behind. He had a gun in his belt and he got into one of those expensive cars. He looked like a man, but he had long hair. So who knows about this prick? There's lots of those facts hanging around. Wow. The other day I saw landlord Edgar Sanchez arguing in the street with some weird guy in a hood with a cane. The guy poked Edgar in the stomach a couple of times with his cane, and I thought about calling the cops, but they just shook hands and went their separate way. Sanchez has always paid his rent on time and in cash, though I don't think he had a job. I think he was into drugs and maybe something else illegal. Medical examiner. The hand was separated from the body while Edgar Sanchez was still alive, so it was a torture. The smooth edges of the wound indicate that it was inflicted in one swift motion. Oh. Wow, brutal. The bruises in the popliteal region were from hard object like a nightstick or a club. Apparently the culprit was first forced his victim to the ground. Okay, so I don't know. Let's get the frame started. There's a gun involved. There's butchering involved. There's torture involved. There's stabbing, poking, prodding, everything involved.
Looks like we have a situation
Theft
here.
at the everyday mall. The lady is behaving provocatively. Officer, you want to take it off me yourself. You're very kind, but we'll have to go to the station. Put her in handcuffs. Persuade the store manager this can be solved amicably and arrange to meet with Betty alone. No. You're very kind, but we have to go down to the station. Powers, good job on keeping your wit with you, man. We don't need any more. Well, I just say that, but there's disasters happening left, right, center, everywhere, in every direction in the city. Like, we are running a shift with just 2 officers. That's how bad it is. Anyways, Paul Lassett calls at Route 22. Jack, old friend, the police academy staff have come down with the stomach flu and a huge influx of new recruits is coming in. We just don't have the manpower. Help an old friend out, send me 5 smart guys who can help organize everything and start up the program. I don't even have 5 people to send out, man. Fraud at the St. John's Cathedral. A priestess called in saying there's a woman right on the front steps of the cathedral selling his parishioners golden tickets to paradise for $50 a pop. What terrible blasphemy. You must arrest this soul immediately. Fine, Powers and Lakewood. This is one call that we can at least handle with just 2 peeps. So off you go. Homicide. I didn't see this. A gardener saw a young woman pushing her elderly wheelchair-bound husband into the deep end of a pool. I should have responded to this instead of that. Why? I didn't see this at all. Okay, offender escaped and civilian would have died. Yeah, fine. I mean, this is just every day now. Our city must be like the worst city in the country, and the crime rates are through the roof. And I don't know who to blame anymore. It's the police that's at fault now, but the mayor doesn't make it easy. We are understaffed,
Officer on scene. Looks like we have
and
a situation.
I don't know if we can be efficient when we are understaffed. Well, this shift lost a lot because everybody died, so that's not the problem of understaffing. The fraud at the St. John's Cathedral. There's a woman standing at the steps of the cathedral. A long line of people are waiting to speak with her, badge her, and ask for a discount. Take a turn. Watch what's happening. Tell the woman that you need to get her to the station. Let's watch what's happening. The pup yells out, "Police!" and throws the rest of the golden tickets into the crowd, then runs away. The crowd of people trying to grab more tickets are hindering the police. Out of the way, you're interfering with police. Use a nightstick to clear a path and chase the woman down. Let's use a nightstick and clear her. Good job. Powers and Lakewood, they caught the weird lady with whatever she was doing. And we responded to this rather than a homicide where an old man drowned in the pool. So that's priorities right there for you. That's police priorities 2018. I'm just salty. I'm salty over how this game is progressing. Attempted carjacking in the Life Good Mini Mart. An elderly woman reports 2 men in business suits circling a car in the parking lot trying to get in. The woman repeated the conversation she heard. What do we do now, genius? Break the window? Alright, Powers and Lakewood, off you go again. Only you. Oh my god. Massive fight in the Lucifer in the Sky with Lizards nightclub. At a concert, the drummer for the local metal band Plunger in the Desert became offended by some shouting from the crowd and in a rage threw his bass drum into the audience. Some fans suffered injury while others rushed to the stage to retaliate against the musicians. We don't have enough officers to go handle this, so you're on your own, folks. Maybe this is time to look into your actions and not just like ignite a mob on your own. I don't know. Musicians should be smarter. There's another massive fight at the Unicorn Gate Club. One of the key suspects turned out to be the vehicle owner who had accidentally locked the... Okay, so we responded to a false alarm. Massive fight again. Offender escaped. Oh my god, how were civilians killed in this? Okay, fine. There's another suspicious individual. This is going to be probably a false alarm, but let's read it out. Ma was taking out the trash when she saw 4 men in expensive suits knock on a neighbor's apartment door, then go inside. One of them caught sight of Mrs. Mao. He approached her and politely asked her to forget everything, warning her that talkative people often have untimely accidents. Soon afterwards, the sound of screaming and muffled gunshots came from her neighbor's apartment. There's a massive fight in the Unicorns of Arcadia gay club. A dozen men with shaved heads ambushed 2 men as they exited the gay club. The club's bouncers intervened and a fight broke out. It quickly grew into a brawl involving the other patrons of the club. We can't answer that. We don't have enough officers for handling a huge brawl, but we can respond to this suspicious individual call. We can't send out the SWAT either. There's 2 officers. Homicide. Okay, there's oh wow, that would have been brutal, but we need some more frames, so let's continue that. Hit and run. No new frames. I don't know why this is just a disaster. Everything is a disaster after our staffing was cut. Like, it went downhill more than it was. Like, it was already bad and now everything is gone for a toss. Like, how does it even make sense? Oh, your police is underperforming. Let's take away 50% of their employees. Like, oh my, I don't know. This is... it's no longer fun. I'm just punching my mic, sorry. We can't have it.
1210 complete.
I refuse the request for I refuse the request for backup, and turns out that all my officers in today's shift are dead. I resign. I resign as the chief of police. There's nothing I can do. I resign. It's day 74, September 26th, and officially, I resign. Thank you for tuning in. I don't know if I'm going to continue the series anymore, but we'll find out next week. It's a super short video, but you can consider this a resignation of Jack Boyd, because this shit is just unbearable. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.